scribbling. And scribbling sounds simple, but I just wanted to give you some different ideas of things that you can do with scribbling. You can use large paper on the table for your students, and everybody can scribble on one big large piece. You could cover it like a tablecloth. You could have kids use just their own individual piece. You can take the large paper and you can either have it on the table, you can put it up on a wall, you could put it underneath the table and have kids scribble on the paper laying underneath the table. Having surfaces like a vertical whiteboard, or this is an easel, but even if you have a whiteboard space, anytime that kids are having to reach up and color, that builds their wrist strength, their arm strength, and helps prepare them to hold the pencil correctly. It's harder for them to use their fist because it's uncomfortable, so a lot of times you'll start to see them use their fingertips if they're coloring on a surface such as a whiteboard. So different options as far as what to color on. You can use white paper, you can use colored paper, you can use big paper, you can use it on a table, under a table, on a wall, on an easel, etc. I always love to start with real small crayons, and then if students start to use their fingertips more consistently, then I might move to a regular crayon. I might also use a fat crayon for students that maybe are having a little bit of trouble holding the crayon correctly, and then you might even use a marker. One activity that's really neat is called double doodling, and it's really good. You know, we want to learn how to do things with two hands. So if we think about carrying something heavy, we use two hands. Or if we think about tying our shoe or putting our pants on, we're using two hands together. So some thing that has to do with scribbling that helps to build on that is called double doodling. So you can have a piece of paper taped to the table, or you can do the whiteboard and have two dry erase markers. But what you want to encourage kids to do is actually use two hands and doodle at the same time. So they can do designs going up and down, side to side, but you're just having them do things with two sides. So that could be one activity that you could do for one day. You could just try and encourage them to use a crayon in each hand or a marker in each hand to double doodle. You can also use a bunch of sorts of different things. If you look in the classrooms, you might have, like, these are the little top crayons. So even if they were to, like, you know, do the little spinning, these are actually markers, but it creates a little design on the paper. That's something that's real neat. These are actually called doodle tops, so that's fun. They have window markers that you can use, so if you wanted to have your kids decorate the windows, you could try that. They have these different kind of fun pens that are, you know, like wigglers. These don't have batteries, but I just wanted to show you just for an example. The kids really enjoy that as well. So hopefully that gives you some ideas for scribbling this week. You could try and do, you know, a different activity or in a different location of the classroom every day, but just to try and increase the kids' ability to color and have fun with coloring and not get bored as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.